Hello everyone. So today we will talk about another interesting problem. The problem name is this next greater element. Okay, next greater element 1. 496 question. Okay, let us read the description what it says. So the next greater element of some element x, okay, in an array is the first greater element that is to the right of the x in the same array. Okay, you are given two distinct zero indexed integer arrays num1 and num2. Okay, where num1 is a subset of num2, num1 is a subset of num2. Okay, and then we are given this, that for each I, that is from 0 to num1 dot length, okay, the smaller one, find the index j such that nums1 I equals to nums2 of j, and determine the next greater element nums2 of j in the nums2. Okay, if there is no next greater element, okay, then return this query as -1. Return the answer for this query is -1. Okay, so return the array, we need to return the answer. Okay, answer array, and this is answer of I is nothing but the next greater element. Okay, I'll explain you what it is question is saying all about. This example, from this we can easily understand. So we are given two array. Okay, nums1 array, nums2 array. Okay, in nums1 array is the smaller one, which is the subset of nums2. So for nums1 we need to find, suppose here at the first 0th index we have 4. Now go and search 4 in the nums2 4 is here. Now in nums2 we need to find next greater element towards the 4. If we have anything which is greater than 4 towards the right in nums2, we need to give that index there, we need to give the value there. Okay, for example, if 4 is there, is there anything that is greater than 4 in this nums2? No, it is not. So we'll put 4 or -1 in this case. Then we have 1. Okay, we have 1. So go and search 1 is here in this nums2 is this one. Find the next greater element towards the right. Okay, next greater element is 3. Okay, 4 is also greater, but immediate next is 3. So we'll put that value as 3 in this case. So 3 is here. Then we have 2. And then we for the 2 also we'll see nothing is there, -1 we'll put. Okay, so this is -1. So this is the first example. Second example again we can discuss 2 and 4. So the value nums2 values are 1 2 3 4. Okay, and the output is 3 and -1. How? For 2 next element is 3, and for 4, which is the last one, we have -1. Okay, so this is a simple they are given. And let us see the constraints, that these are very important constraints. So the nums1 and nums2 range is given from 1 to 1000, and nums1 and nums2 values, okay, can be from 0 to 10 to the power 4. All the integer nums1 and nums2 are unique. That is very important because we are going to be using hash maps in this approach. Okay, so that's a hint. We are using hash map, that is going to be helping in this way. Okay, because unique is there, we can easily store some values, unique keys. Okay, all the integer nums1 also appears in nums2, which is given with a subset is there. Okay, this is a follow-up that you can try to solve this in this approach. Okay, so let us discuss the approach, then we are going to be solving this question. Okay, please try to solve it by yourself also. Please pause the video. I hope you understood the problem. Let me show the problem on this one pad, and then you can try to solve it by your own. Let us try to discuss the approach. Okay, so if you are tried by yourself, that is good. If you are not tried yet, just see this and try to write the code by yourself. So we are given two arrays, right, nums1 and nums2. Nums1 is a subset of nums2. So for every for every element we need to find the next greater element in nums2. Okay, so for 4 in the nums2 we have towards the right nothing is there. Okay, so we'll put -1. Okay, for 1 we have 3, for 2 we have -1. And what is the approach? What is the observation? First thing, first observation is that the last element is there now. There will be nothing towards the right, so we'll put -1 there. Okay, that is for sure, that is done. So we'll start this from 4. Okay, so 4, what we'll be doing, so our approach is something like we'll be using hash map here, and we'll be using stack. Okay, in hash map what approach is that for every values in nums2 we'll find the solution. Okay, let's start from 1. So 1 is there now, we'll put what is the value for this. The immediate next element is 3. For 3, what is the next immediate element, which is 4. For 4, what is the next element? -1. For 2, what is the next element? minus 1. Okay, so you can see for 1 we have 3, for 3 we have 4, for 4 we have minus 1, and for this last one which is 2 we have this one, right? So these are the elements that they have given. Now that will push into our that will be stored in our hash map. Okay, so this is done. Okay, and then what we will be doing, for every values we will be just seeing in this one in our hash map, and that will be a constant operation, order of one operation that can easily be done. So 4 will be finding, in 4 will be a minus 1, for 1 will be having 3, for 2 will be having minus 1. So that is done, right? That will be just returning it from that, and we'll be using stack for to keeping the update for the greatest element. Okay, so let us this one see the approach. Here we have this one. Okay, we are going to be creating a hash map. We are creating a stack. nums2 is there. Okay, so first thing what we'll do in hash map, we'll add the first two values. Okay, first by value which is 2, because for the last one we are sure that the value will be not there, anything will towards the right will not be greater than that. Okay, so we have 2 in for 2 we will be having minus 1 for sure, that we already put, and in the stack we will be starting our iteration from the very right, so that's why pushing the 2 at the initially, and then we'll be starting our position, our index from this one which is nums.length minus 2. Okay, so we'll start our iteration from here, we'll go towards the left from here. So for 4 what we are going to be checking, we need to put this value. This values can be having two values, either it can be minus 1 or somebody else, some other element which is greater than 4. Okay, but we are seeing here that we'll first see that for the top of the stack if it is greater than 4 or not. If it is not 4, right, we'll just pop it, because towards the left also it is not going to be using, because 4 will be there for sure which is greater than this 2. So we'll just pop it, and if it become empty, so we are sure that minus 1 will be there, and when we do that, after that we'll push this 4 at the top of the stack. Okay, now 4 is there at the top of the stack. Now again we'll go for the 3. For 3 we need to put something, either it can be minus 1 or it some other elements. So first we'll check in the stack, if some element is greater than 3, yes, this value is greater than 3. Okay, so we'll push simply that 3 will be having the value as 4 in this case. Okay, and check this 4 will not be popping out because it is greater than 3. Then we'll go but for the previous one, okay, for the previous one this 3 can be the immediate next. For example, for 1 this 3 is, although 4 is greater than 1, but we are not taking the 4 as output, we'll taking the 1 because we need to find the next greater element. Okay, immediate next, so we'll be pushing 3 at the top of this one. Okay, then what we'll be doing, then we'll be having this one, right, 1. Okay, for 1 we'll be pushing some values. So for 1 we'll be seeing the top of the stack which is 3. Okay, we'll be pushing that value here. Okay, so for 1 we'll be pushing the value as 3. So for 1 3 or 4 is minus 1 and 2 is minus 1, so that is done. Now we'll be just seeing into the nums1 array and taking the value one by one. The for 4 we have minus 1, for 1 we'll be having 3, for 2 we'll be having minus 1. Okay, so that is simply we are going to be using this. Okay, and that operation takes order of 1 basically for lookup. Okay, so let us try to solve this problem and writing the code. You can try also by writing the code by yourself as well. Just create two things, that is hash map and stack, put those values, some values in the initially in stack, some values initially in the hash map, start your iteration from the very last, check the values in the stack, try to push it, pop it, and then check the values from this. Simply run a for loop in this nums1 array, check for each and every value, make an answer array, just push that array, return that array basically. So let us try to write the code for that. So let's start writing the code for this one. So first thing, we'll be making a hash map here. Okay, so she simply will write hash map, and that will make for integer comma integer. Okay, because key will be integer and the value will also be integer. Okay, and we can call that as hash map. Okay, and we can use new hash map. Hash map. Okay, and then we'll be creating a stack also. Stack will also be storing the integer values, so we'll make a stack of integer Okay, and we'll write st equals to new stack, like this we'll create. Okay, so hash map is created, stack is created where we'll be storing our stuff. Then first thing is that we need to push the starting values. Okay, we'll be just making iteration nums2 only. So first we'll push in our hash map, so we'll be using hm dot put the values. So what we are going to be putting the values in hash map. First one, we'll be pushing nums2 dot length, nums2 of nums2 dot length -1. Okay, so that will be pushing, and the value will be storing at -1 in this case. Okay, and the similar thing is for this one stack, which is st dot push, and we'll pushing the first value, okay, with last value basically, nums2 of nums2 dot length -1. Okay, so that is done. Now what is there, like we have pushed the first values 2 and 2 with the index -1 in the hash map, and stack normally 2. Okay, and we'll just start our iteration for this one. So for integer I equals to, from where we'll start, nums2 dot length -2 from we'll start. Okay, because -1 we already put the values, and we'll go up to I greater than equals to 0, I minus. So first thing what we'll check, whether the stack, first we'll try to pop the values. Okay, and then we'll be pushing the values in the stack. So we'll check while our stack dot like st dot size, okay, something like this, if greater than 0, and st dot peak element, which is the topmost element, okay, st dot peak is less than equals to, is smaller than our current values. If it is smaller, then we'll just simply pop it, right, nums2 of I. So we will simply st dot pop will do. Okay, once that is done, we'll put this semicolon here. Now we'll check the size. If our st dot size, if it becomes equals to 0, then what we'll do, we'll put in our hash map dot put nums2 of I, comma, what will the value will be -1 simply, because stack becomes empty and there is nothing to compare with, right, there is nothing we can put that. Okay, so that becomes this one. Else what we will put, some value will be there, right, which is in the top of the stack, which is greater than that. So we'll put nums2 of I, comma, stack dot peak element, okay, which is the top. And after that is done, we'll simply push our the last element, st dot push nums2 of I. That is done. Now what we'll do, we'll make an answer array, int answer array. So it is like this, we'll make answer equals to new, okay, so we'll create something like this, okay, not like this, int answer is there, okay, equals to new int, okay, and we'll be putting that nums1 dot length. Okay, now we'll simply run our for loop for int I equals to 0, I less than equals to nums1 dot length, okay, and then I plus plus, and what will be pushing over in our answer of array, answer of I, okay, answer of I will be equals to schem dot get from hash map we need to get the values, right? So hm dot get nums1 of I, that will be our answer array, and at the very end we'll be returning our answer array. Okay, so that is what we are going to be doing. Let us try to run the code. So here we made a mistake. It should be from 0 to nums dot length -1. Okay, so here we'll be putting like that, not equals to that. So it has been successfully accepted. Let us try to submit the code as well. So it is successfully accepted. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you got the basic idea of this problem. Just try to do it by yourself. So we'll meet in the next video in this problem. Thank you for watching.